The main reason for Aubameyang's goal-scoring drought early in the season was his always very isolated on the left flank, and never really getting into goal-scoring positions. But this isn't the case in this match, as evident from his 2 goals. After a long ball from David Luiz, Auba's constantly being utilized as an attacking outlet down the left-hand side. He makes a good decision in whipping in an early cross to Saka, but it's easily dealt with by Clark. Especially during counterattacks, Auba's always the man to look for. But this time, the pass from Xhaka is a bit short, and Kraft can make a fairly easy interception. Again, another counterattacking opportunity presents Auba lots of space down the left side. The pass from Smith-Rowe is also underhit, but the intention to use Auba as a counter weapon is clear here. Again, another pass from Partey releases Auba in a promising counterattacking situation. But he no longer has the same pace and agility to be effective in counters as before, and it's quite predictable what he tries to do every time, cutting in from the left and shoot with his right foot. So, as expected, Newcastle put an extra man to prevent this from happening. This leaves Auba with only one option, to try to beat Lascelles with his pace, but at his age, it's no longer a threat it used to be. Lascelles managed to stay on him, and Darlow makes a fairly comfortable save. Many times, Newcastle find themselves vulnerable to Arsenal counterattacks. Tierney makes a good run down the channel, which frankly should be spotted by Auba here. But he completely ignores Tierney, and again there's no space for Auba to cut inside and shoot, which forces him to try to beat Kraft with his pace. Same result, he's made to look like a 31-year-old forward he is. There's only one thing in Newcastle defenders' mind, which is to stop Auba from cutting in and shoot. In 2-on-1 situations like this makes it easier to defend against the not-so-quick anymore Aubameyang, and Newcastle managed to snuff out the danger. This is another chance to use Auba on the left side. Again, Newcastle employed a similar strategy, Lascelles taking care of Smith-Rowe's run, while Newcastle put an extra man, this time Longstaff, to prevent Auba from cutting inside. This dulls Auba's offensive edge tremendously, and forces him to make a pass to Lacazette in the center instead. This is a slightly different situation. Auba receives the ball in the middle of the park and tries to dribble on his own. Again, there's that extra man by Newcastle. Auba in his prime years can make something out of nothing in this type of situations. But with his declining pace and the double marking by Newcastle, his offensive abilities are reduced significantly. Smith-Rowe finds Aubameyang once again in acres of space down the flank, but he just doesn't have the tools to beat the defender with his dribbling alone. With Almiron also doing his defensive duties, there's no way out for Auba. There's a feeling Auba still lacking sharpness in his overall game. He makes a pass to Laka. Obviously, Lacazette needs support from his teammate here, and Auba would certainly help a lot in making that run here, but is caught ball watching. I'm not saying Auba's no longer a good player. For his first goal, it starts off as another breakaway for Arsenal. Kraft is then caught in 2 minds on trying to deal with either Auba cutting inside or going outside, not knowing Shelvey has made ground to support him. Auba is then allowed to shift the ball to his left foot and makes room for himself. Not his favorite foot, but he still does enough to make it 1-0 for Arsenal. Not taking anything away from the goal, but actually Darlow goes to ground a split second too early here, which kinda helps Auba a little. The reason why Auba just couldn't score earlier in the season was that he's not given as much license to move into central areas. With Tierney getting more freedom to bomb forward much more often, there's a knock-on effect in Auba's performance, as he's no longer required to hold down the wing and can now be pushed to central areas. Xhaka makes a pass to Tierney, and this is what all Arsenal fans want to see more often from their star striker, being closer to where all the action is. When Tierney pushes forward, this also makes Arsenal suddenly look like a very offensive team with a dream combination of Auba and Lacazette down the middle. This time, Auba pops off in central areas once again. This presents the possibility of Auba and Lacazette causing damage together. The same thing here, with Auba appearing down the middle. It's exciting to see Auba possibly playing an interchange of passes with Lacazette, or even playing it wide to the marauding Tierney. Here, Auba is taking even more central position than Lacazette. Xhaka plays it to him, and an interchange of passes between Auba and Laka like this might be something we'll see much more regularly in the future. Look how much freedom Auba gets when Tierney is advancing. It's like unleashing a wild beast after being caged for a long time. In this left half space position, he can combine not only with Lacazette, but also with Tierney, who can now play a driven low cross to inside the 6-yard box. This match seems to spark up something that's been missing in Auba's game for a while now. Partey plays it wide to Smith Rowe. If only Smith Rowe makes a first-time ball to inside the box. Look who's there, hungry for goals. This is a hungry Aubameyang we're talking about. In a counter situation like this one, there's now a burning desire for him to get on the end of things. But unfortunately, Smith Rowe is still lacking that final ball. After a sweet interplay between Saka and Cedric on the right side, Auba makes himself available inside the box, without anyone marking him. There's nothing wrong with being a tap-in merchant, because that's what Auba's excellent at. The positions he's taking inside the box is a sign he's getting into a groove now. Lacazette's shot is well saved by Dalot here, but look who's there, ready to pounce on any kind of spillovers. Again, Auba showing the desire to take up good positions inside the box. But the fact he's shooting with his weaker foot makes it tougher to hit the target here. To Arsenal fans, does this look familiar to you? Auba coming into the far post, this looks like Auba in his golden years. Well, not the finishing just yet, but at least he's in all the right places. He could have had 3 or 4 goals in this game if he takes all his chances. But that will come, definitely. The evidence is there to suggest it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment down below, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch you all soon.